went to school for about 4 years. Didn't quite get to where I wanted to be once I graduated. My mixes were still sounding, so-so. And once I started your program, I started to notice it started sounding a little bit better each week. And I was like, oh, okay, now I see this is the right way.
Welcome back. Today I'm with my client Darmona, who's basically finished with the program, and we're going to talk with her to see how much progress she has made in this time. So here's Darmona, and hey, how's it going so far? Tell us a little bit about where you at with your productions before we started working together and how you felt.
Going great, man. I have to say that I'm real appreciative to you starting this program, and it's really helped me out a lot. I went to school for about 4 years, well, 3.5 years, and I didn't quite get to where I wanted to be once I graduated. My mixes were still sounding, you know, so-so. So I was like, I think there's something better out there. And I just happened to see you post something about your program, and I needed, I wanted it in.
The funny thing is, you were actually my very first client, believe it or not.
Really? Wow.
You came on at a good time. And it's funny you mentioned that you went to school. I also went to school for engineering and production and all that. And even when I came out, I still learned most of the stuff I learned was after graduating. So I hear that a lot actually, that school doesn't quite get you the results you're after. They kind of just give you a lot of information, right?
Exactly.
So what did you feel was missing after coming out of school?
Basically quality, just good quality, because I want to put stuff out that resembles stuff you hear on the radio. So, it's just lacking that quality, basically.
Okay, just was not professional sounding. Okay, gotcha.
Exactly.
So once we started going through the weeks and you started making some progress, how did you feel from there?
I felt more confident in my mixes, in my production, a lot more confident.
At what point did you start to feel more confident?
In week one, actually.
In the first week?
Yeah.
What was the highlight that kind of clicked for you in the first week?
I started realizing what I was doing wrong. Because I tried a lot of different ways, and I tried the way the school would tell me what to do, and I was like, okay, I'll move this here, I'll move that there, but why doesn't it sound right? And once I started your program, I started to notice it started sounding a little bit better each week, and I was like, oh, okay, now I see this is the right way.
I don't even want to say it's the right way. It's a way that just works, right?
Yeah.
There's so many ways to do something. I think my goal was to give you the most direct way that would just make it easy for you to do everything but from an artist's angle, right?
Exactly.
Since you're juggling all the hats, you're producing, you're mixing, you're mastering, you're recording yourself, you're doing all these things that people say that you need to outsource these things, right? I'm kind of giving this to you in a way where you can do it all yourself, but from that artist's perspective, it's all integrated so that you don't have to feel so overwhelmed and, all over the place.
Exactly, man. I really appreciate that, because I was struggling in the beginning, but things gradually got to the point where I was like, okay, this is much better. It's getting a lot easier. I can breathe, not have to stress out about, oh, it's still not sounding correct and not the way I want it to.
How do you feel now with your sound, with your productions and your skills?
I feel ready to release a project, because before I started the program, I would, make things and I was like, oh, this sounds okay, but it's not ready for release. So now I feel like my productions sound radio ready.
Nice. So you can finally release some music and
Exactly.
take that next step, basically. It's awesome. So Any final thoughts, anything you'd like to add, maybe some advice to somebody who was in a similar position as you? What would you say to them? What was like a takeaway?
Well, in the beginning, when I was struggling, there were a lot of thoughts going through my head, and I was like, maybe I should just have someone else do it and, not try to do everything myself. I didn't think it was possible. I thought I just had to say, you know what, let me just pay someone else to do it because it's just not sounding right. But that's not the case. I just needed to be patient and, keep working. So that's what I would tell someone, just hang in there and, really study your craft and take this course.
Yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. So if you're looking to get similar results, you want to step up your skills and finally be proud enough to release some music and get this handled, and even if you went to school for it, it wasn't enough, right? Just like many of us, go ahead, click the link in the description. It'll take you to the website. You fill out some information, and then we get on a call. You and I can talk one-on-one and figure out the best strategy for you going forward. So I hope this was insightful. Talk soon. Until next time. Peace.